Traders, FXPIPCOLLECTOR here. Today is Tuesday, July 28th, and welcome to today's live stream. I do appreciate the support as always. Definitely make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Makes a huge difference for me and YouTube pushing my channel out to new people. Also, if you have not done so already, definitely join my Discord channel because it is 100% free. You definitely don't have anything to lose to join. We have over 3,800 members right now. We're trying to get to 4,000 members within the next week or so. So definitely join my free Discord and check out the community of like-minded traders. So anyways, let's get started right away. Let's start off by looking at the DXY and the dollar index. We're going to do a full top-down analysis, monthly all the way down to the 1 hour time frame as usual. Then we're going to take the information we learned from analyzing the dollar indexes and we're going to apply it to all these other dollar pairs. And then we'll probably go look at some other things like the yen pairs, probably a couple commodities, maybe Bitcoin and the stock market. And a few other things. I got a few requests from my Patreon members already, so I will be looking at a few other things also. So let's start off with the DXY monthly, and I do like to zoom out once in a while just so people can kind of see a bigger picture, see what it is that I'm actually looking at. I still think this is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of A. I still believe this is 3 waves down for a B. I still think this is a big impulsive move up for a wave C. I definitely see that it's respecting these Fibonacci levels. It made a lower high, turned at a fib level, made a very impulsive move down. To me, it looks like the end of a crescent, and if this was on a shorter time frame, I would say that it's just going to continue over the coming period to continue to make lower lows and lower highs. But an ABC crescent on the monthly is no different than an ABC crescent on the 1 hour or the 1 minute. If it really is the end of an ABC crescent, it will make lower lows, lower highs, and it will eventually go down and take out the previous lows. So let's head down to the weekly time frame and switch back to the dollar index, which I do trust much more than the other one. I still believe that this right here is a downtrend. I think it's a 1, but it could be an A. I still think this is a 3-way pattern up. I think it's a 2, but it could be a B. Price is definitely respecting the 38% Fibonacci retracement of this last move down. I still think that we're already in a wave 3 or possibly a wave C, and I think that this move up is going to make a lower high. I think it's going to make a lower high, and I believe that it will continue to make those lower lows, lower highs. I think the minimum that this is going to go is the 100% Fibonacci extension, but if it really is the wave 3 instead of a wave C, then it's probably going to go a lot further down than that. So let's take it down to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, I still think this is the end of an ABC crescent. I still think this is a 1, ABC up 2. I still believe this is a wave 3 and that this move up is a crescent to this last move down. If this move up is a crescent to this last move down, then this will make a lower high and it will keep on trending down. So taking it down to the 4-hour time frames. 4-hour time frame, I still think this is a downtrend right here, probably a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still think this is an uptrend right here, probably a wave A. I still believe that this is a crescent. I still think it could be a wave B. We are sitting at the 61% Fibonacci level, and we definitely made an impulsive move down today. It is recovering right now, but it hasn't taken out any highs, so I'm still thinking that we may be getting the end of a crescent today, so we're going to have to see what happens at the news that we have in about 25 minutes. We have consumer sentiment coming out in about 25 minutes. That's definitely a pretty good news event for the dollar, so hopefully what I think is going to happen is that this has already ended a crescent and that the news is just going to help this probably over the coming trading days to continue the downtrend. So we'll have to see if that's how it works out. Let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. So 1 hour time frame, we do have an impulsive move down. We do have a break of structure. It is rejecting structure so far, but with that news coming out, I'm still holding on to the fact that this move up is probably going to be a crescent to this move down, and there's a very good likelihood that it is going to end up continuing to make lower lows and lower highs. I think it's going to continue to respect this 61.8, and I still think that it's most likely going to end an ABC crescent and most likely end up continuing the downtrend. So we'll have to see. This week has been pretty challenging in a way because we had a break of structure right here on like Wednesday, Tuesday evening, and then like a day and a half later we had another break of structure to the upside. So we were looking for shorts for like a day, and then now we had a break of structure to the upside, so we were looking for longs for like a day. Now we have a break of structure to the downside again, and if that break of structure holds and this does keep on going down, now we're going to be looking for shorts again. So a little bit challenging when you have to change directions quite so often, but when that's what the market does, that's what we have to do too. Hey Chrissy, hey Lucy, how's it going today? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. So now let's take that information. I think there's a good chance that the dollar still is going to go down. And now let's take that information and apply it to all these other dollar pairs, including gold, and see if we can figure out what's going to happen. And it is Friday, so let's see if the market holds on to its patterns or not. Going up to the higher time frames, the euro dollar was very, very strong to the downside, which is actually why I didn't choose to go long on this one today. I am long short the dollar on a different pair, but this one I didn't choose because the euro has just been so weak to the downside. But it still probably is going to end up correcting. It probably is going to end up continuing the uptrend. So let's take it down to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, it definitely looks like a series of lower lows, lower highs with possibly a wave A. I see a break of structure. I think that is telling us that it is an A, B, C, or B. I think this move down is possibly a wave C. Now, it definitely didn't turn at a fib level. It kind of turned right in the middle of these two fib levels, which does give you a little bit of caution. But we do have a break of structure on the sort of time frames, and if it really is the end of a wave C, then it will end up doing that. If it does anything besides this right here, then we know that that correction is not over, and we know that it's going to go down further. So we have to be a little cautious, like I said. We don't really know for sure that this is over or not. So going down to the sort of time frames, I do see a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shape right here. I do see a break of structure. So what I'm thinking is going on is this is probably just a pullback, preparing itself for the news. And when the news comes out, it's probably going to end the correction and continue the uptrend. Now, if it doesn't do that, like I said, if it does anything else, like if it starts to go down, I would definitely get out of any, longs, and I would definitely even think about going short because it is rejecting structure, and it is possible that it very easily could keep on going down on the sort of longer time frames. So we're going to have to see what happens in that news that comes out in a little while. Things are definitely reversing by the looks of it, but let's see if they're actually reversing or if it's just a little bit of a stop hunt or what it is. So going up to the daily, the pound dollar I think is one of the best ones. I mean, just because it has a three-wave shape, it has a bounce right at a Fibonacci level. I think this, if the dollar does make a trade for us, this is probably going to be one of the best ones to get into for the continuation potentially of the uptrend. So going down to the 4-hour time frame, this definitely still looks like a downtrend over here, probably a wave A. This is definitely a break of structure here, telling us that this is most likely a wave B. This right here definitely looks like a wave C. Price went right down to the 61.8% Fibonacci level. I think that possibly this move down is just setting itself up for the news, and that it possibly is going to just keep on going up at the news that's coming out in a little while. So we're going to have to see if that's what happens. And it really looks way too strong to the upside to be like a motive wave correction and just go like that. It doesn't really seem like that is possible. More likely it's actually going to end some sort of a correction and go up and maybe even be like a 1-2 and then go up for a wave 3 is what I'm thinking is going to happen at the news today. So the Aussie dollar, like I've been saying for a long time now, the Aussie dollar is probably one of the worst choices to go long on because the Aussie has been so weak for the past months, really. And it does look like an impulsive up for the 1, it does look like corrective down for the 2, and it does look like impulsive up for like a 1 of 3. It looks like it could still be in a 2 of 3, and it still looks like it could make a higher low and end up going up for that wave 3 of 3. But like I said, the Aussie really is not the best choice for going long on it, I do not believe. Now, going to the sort of time frames, it looks like this is like some sort of a downtrend like an A. It looks like 3 ways up for a B. It looks like it is going down for a trend, and it definitely made a bounce on these fib levels. I don't think that's good enough of a bounce to say that this is over, but if the dollar does continue to end the correction, then this is probably going to end the correction also and end up doing something like that. So it really depends on what the dollar does. If the dollar goes down, then this is probably going to go up also. Going to the Kiwi, back up to the daily time frame. Let's see, we want to see that fib level on the daily time frame. Well, let me fix that real quick. So there we go. So we want to see this fib on the daily. Now it still looks to me like we had the end of a Kretzen back here. It still looks like this is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 1, ABC of 2. This looks like a big wave 3. This looks like a Kretzen to that wave 3. And it still looks to me like it's possibly going to end up going up. Hey Yenberry, hey Flobber, how's it going today? Nice to see everybody. So going down to the 4-hour time frame is where you can see the lower lows, lower highs. It still looks like a trend for a wave A. It still looks like 3 waves up. Is the internet working? Doesn't look like it's working very well. Can everybody hear me? Internet's okay? Yes, no, maybe so. So anyways, if the news comes out, okay, so I don't know, sorry. My the internet company is coming the next week to hook up a Ethernet cable right to my office, so sorry about that. I'm still on Wi-Fi right now. So anyways, it looks like we have an ABC Kretzen possibly right to the 78% Fibonacci level. It looks like a possible ABC Kretzen, and if that is the case, then it will end up continuing back up. So let's take it down to the 1-hour time frame. So let me turn off my Wi-Fi on my cell phone just in case that's eating up my data too. So there we go. So on the 1-hour time frame, it looks like a nice downtrend. It looks like it's possibly over. Now the fact that it went up and rejected struts is not a very good sign at all. If it wasn't for the fact that we had news coming out, I would actually say that it's probably going down again. But I'm still thinking that the news is possibly going to end this Kretzen, and possibly it's going to end up continuing the uptrend. So I'm still looking at this as possibly continuing the uptrend today. US dollar Canadian is another one that I took, which I'm definitely still in this trade. It kind of, now in hindsight, kind of looks like it's trying to make like a 3, 4, 5. It definitely looks like it's still trying to respect this fib level, so I'm still short in this trade. I have my stop loss up here, so if it continues up, then I'll definitely get out. But otherwise, it looks like it's going down, and it looks like it should continue down. So anyways, I didn't even go to the daily on this one. Sorry about that. So on the daily time frame, to me this looks like impulsive down, and this is very, very corrective looking. We are at the 50% Fibonacci level, so it does look like a very likely place for this to end up continuing back down, especially with how overlapping and corrective looking it is. And on this time frame, it actually seems kind of clear that it is just a normal A, 3 waves down for a B, and an uptrend for a wave C. It looks like a normal ABC Kretzen, but when you go down to the sort of time phase, it kind of starts to look like a little bit of a mess. It kind of looks more like some sort of a WXYXZ pattern, because I see 3 waves up, I see 3 waves down, I see 3 waves up, and then from that point is where it kind of gets a little difficult. I do see 3 waves down, 3 waves up, but then it's impulsive down, impulsive up. So definitely a little bit of an odd pattern, but it is very, very overlapping. It is sitting at the 50%. I still think that this is most likely going to end up continuing the downtrend also, most likely at the news. So let's take a look at the 1-hour time frame. Now we already looked at the 1 hour. It definitely kind of looks like a 3, 4, 5 save, doesn't it? It looks kind of like now that this is an A and this is like 3 waves up for a B, and that this is a C. And that the news is going to come out and it's going to end the Kretzen and continue back down. At least that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. We're going to have to wait and find out, because like I said, I am still short on this one. So we're going to have to wait and find out if that is how it plays out or not. The US dollar Swiss. The Swiss has been a really good pair to trade to the short side too for quite some time now. It still looks like a 1, 2, 3. And this move up could be possibly a wave 4 and then go down for a wave 5 and then turn back up, but it's more likely that it's just a subdivision of a much bigger trend. We are sitting at the 38.2% Fibonacci level, so that definitely seems like a very likely place for this to end the Kretzen and continue down. So let's see, especially when we have news coming out shortly. So going down to the sort of time frames, I've kind of gone back and forth about where the ABC is, because originally I thought there was like a hidden ABC right here, but then it did this, 3 waves up. Now it looks more like this is the ABC right here, so definitely a little tricky over the last couple of days. Like I was saying at the beginning of the live stream, when the dollar makes a turn every day and a half, it does get a little tricky for us. But it definitely made 3 waves up. It definitely turned at the 38% Fibonacci. Nice impulsive down. It seems like this is more likely to keep on trending down now. So I'm definitely still looking for shorts on this one. I mean, we definitely broke structure to the downside, so it seems like a really good sign. It seems like a really good sign that this is actually going to end up going down. Yeah, that Aussie has been very strong down and very strong up, so I mean, honestly, it could definitely keep going down, up. It could definitely keep going up nice and strong. So you never know, definitely. So I'm definitely looking for sorts, and I think there's a good chance this move up is going to make some sort of a lower high, and like end up continuing down at the news, which is about 13 minutes away, so we still got some time. US dollar yen, I think all the yen pairs are turning back up, at least temporarily. They definitely look like they're trying to turn back up, but the dollar, I think the dollar is more likely to go down, so I'm still kind of wondering about this dollar yen, because I still see this as impulsive down. It almost kind of looks like it made an ABC a B, but all the other yen pairs already completed their wave B, so it may have actually already made an ABC cuts, and honestly, it may be an A, this may be a B, and this move down may be a C with a higher low, higher low. If that's the case, this could very easily just keep on going up. So this one's a little tricky because we got a little dollar weakness and we got yen weakness also at the same time. So that's why it's a little choppy, as you can see. But to me, it looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down like a wave A. It looks like 3 waves up like an ABC, a B. And it looks like this is like an overlapping downtrend, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like a wave C. I think there's a good chance it made a higher low, and that the wave C is already over, and over the next coming probably week or so, it's going to just keep on trending up, making higher highs, higher lows, because it looks like the end of a correction. So let's take it down to the 1 hour time frame. Oh yeah, look at that. My members forecast this morning for all my Patreon members, which if anybody is interested, the link for that is in the chat and in the description. It comes with a trading course members forecast every single morning before the London session. This morning I mentioned that if this makes a higher low, any of the yen pairs make a higher low and turn back up, that would definitely be a good trading opportunity. And hopefully some of my Patreon members did take this long, because it's a very profitable trade so far. It went up, it came down, made higher low, and now bam, it's going up. It looks like it's going to continue going up. I think, like I always say, I always look at the dollar yen as more of a yen pair than a dollar pair, which is why I believe that all the other dollar pairs are going to go down, while I believe this one may just keep on going up. I think it's going to keep on going up because of the yen, not because of the dollar. So like I said, if anybody wants to participate in my members forecast that I do every morning, I called this trade out this morning, and all the other yen trades I called out this morning too in my members forecast before the entry happened. So if anybody's interested in finding out more about that, then definitely check out my Patreon. The link for that is in the chats and in the description. So what's going on with gold? Let me go up to the higher time frames and grab a drink of water. So, to me, gold is going up, and I've been getting a lot of crap over the coming last couple of weeks about this analysis, because I feel like I'm the only one that thinks gold is going up. But to me, it definitely looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up. It definitely looks like a downtrend right here for the A. It definitely looks like a correction for the B. It looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of C. So it definitely looks like this has already ended an ABC correction, and then it looks like a very clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. I think this is like a 1. This looks to me like an ABC of 2. I'm starting to wonder if gold is going to keep on going up for wave 3. I believe gold is going to go up and take out these highs and probably make all-time highs on gold. So hey Andrew, how's it going? I guess you're not one of the ones that has been trolling me on YouTube. Oh yeah, I've been getting a lot of trolls on YouTube lately, big time. So if you are one of the trolls that's been trolling me on YouTube, then why don't you subscribe to somebody else? So anyways, to me it really looks like a 1, it looks like an ABC of 2, and this all looks like a 3, this looks like a 4, this looks like a wave 5. And then it looks like a downtrend right here for the A. This looks like a B, a correction for the B. This looks like a wave C. So it didn't bounce off a fib level, which is a little concerning, but it looks like it's already ended a correction, and on the shorter time frames, it looks like it's already broken structure to the upside. So I'm thinking that this correction is already over on this one. It definitely seems like it is. Going down to the Did we already? Yeah, we already looked at the 4 hour. So going down to the 1 hour, maybe even the 30 minutes might even be better, honestly, because it looks like actually almost a perfect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down breakup structure. It looks like it's making higher lows, higher highs, higher low, higher high. I bet it's going to continue to do so. I think it's going to keep going up. I still believe it's going to go up and make higher highs, higher lows. I thought it was going to continue up and not even make this big dump that it did. But really what happened was anybody that went long throughout this whole period had their stop loss probably down here. They just got stopped out of that trade. And now the thing's probably going to go up like crazy. And everybody that stopped out of that trade that went long anytime throughout here is probably just going to miss out on all the opportunity. So yeah, I definitely think that gold's going up. A little bit of a stop hunt yesterday, that's for sure. I don't think it was anything more than that though. Silver is actually very correlated with gold, and sometimes silver can actually shine a little bit of light on what gold is doing. That looks like an A, this looks like a B, this looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of C. Definitely respecting the Fibonacci level, that looks like an ABC correction for sure. I think that this is going to go up and take out this high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, ABC down, 2. I think it's going to go up and make a 3, take out this high, and probably keep on going. The only difference between this and gold is that this is not anywhere near all-time highs. Gold is near all-time highs. So this is probably a 1 right here. This is a downtrend for the A. This is 3 waves up for the B. This is a downtrend for the C. Definitely isn't very convincing that it's over yet, honestly. I mean, it kind of looks like it almost could go down again. But if this is going to go up, then if the dollar's going to go down, this is probably going to go up also. Going down to the sort of time phase, I mean, you can't even see this trend because it was so strong and fast. You know, you got to go down to a sort of time frame just to see the trend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it has broken structure, so I think this is probably going to end up continuing back up too. So I'm definitely looking at gold and silver pretty much as the same, which they're probably going to keep on going up. Now we have that consumer confidence coming out in a little over 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes. This is definitely a bigger news event than the one that we had today at the New York Open. This core PCI is not that big of a deal, especially when it's flat like that. And the unemployment costs, I mean, yeah, that is kind of a big deal, but it didn't really change much. And it was just a little bit negative for the dollar, so it didn't really end up doing a whole lot. But this consumer confidence, this has a lot to do with you know, how the market and how people feel about the economy. So level of composite index based on survey consumers, released monthly on the last Friday of the month. So yeah, I think this is hopefully going to be what the market's waiting for. Yeah, it seems like DXY is going to go down. Seems like the dollar index is going to go down. Seems like all the other pairs are going to go trade accordingly to that. Yeah, hopefully the news gives us a little volume, gives us a little action. I always look at this FXCM index, the US dollar FXCM index, because I do trust this one much more, because this is equally weighted between 6 of the US dollar pairs. When you're looking at the DXY, it's almost exactly, it pretty much is exactly the same picture as the euro dollar, but in reverse. It's exactly the same as the euro dollar, because the DXY is 56 point something or 57 point something % weighted to the euro dollar, and then the rest of it is weighted to, you know, between other dollar pairs. But this one is equally weighted, which is why I always analyze this one in my videos, because I do trust this pattern. I mean, they're very, very similar. It's not like they make very different patterns. They're very similar, but I am always more likely to trust this dollar index than I am the DXY, because of the fact that this is equally weighted and the other one is not equally weighted. So we don't really have a whole lot of time to look at it much anything else before the news comes out. So let's see. We could probably look at the stock market real quick, see if anything's going on with that. Ooh, it looks like it's still going up. We kind of want the stock market to keep going up, honestly, because if that goes up, then the dollar's probably going to continue down. I still think the stock market is going to go up and make new highs, or at least the S&P 500 is. It's probably a trend actually at this point. It might not even be a wave B, honestly. I'm going to get rid of that for now. It's probably not even a wave B. It looks like a 1, 2, 3 at this point. 1, 2, 3. But I think it's going to go up and make a new all-time highs. Probably after the election. You know, it's going to be election next year. At the beginning of next year is an election year for the U.S. So I think it's going to go up. It's going to make an all-time high. Then I think it's going to go all the way down to probably about the $3,200 area. So I still think that the market's going to make a huge dive. Probably after it makes a new high. It's not respecting the 78%, tells me that it's probably going to go up to at least 88 and probably even beyond that. I think it's going to keep going, make all-time highs. Oh yeah, look at that. I think this is clear. That's an A. This is an A, B, C, a B, even though it's a higher high. That's an irregular wave B right there for sure. This looks like a wave C. It looks like it's already turned up. It looks like we already had the end of a crescent right there. So I think this is already turned, which is kind of what I think happened to all the dollar pairs. I think they've already turned pre-news, and now they're just kind of waiting for the news to come out, and hopefully they just keep on going in their original direction. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Break of structure, and then pullback. At the end of that little pullback on like the 15-minute time frame, man, that would have been a very good entry to go long. For sure. That's like a bread and butter trade right there for us. Definitely. Break of structure, pullback, enter, and watch the profits roll in. So what do we got? We got about 2 minutes. Let's see what happens. I got a couple trades open already, so I'm looking to see what happens also. Like I said, I do trade my own analysis, definitely. If anybody has not done so already, definitely join my Discord channel. It's 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. It looks like I have 83% of the members say that they've already joined, so that's awesome. We currently have 3,848 members, so we need another 152 new members to get to 4,000 members, which is a pretty good 4,000 members on Discord is a pretty good sized community, so definitely keep joining. If you haven't joined already, definitely do so. It's 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. I mean, you definitely can join my Patreon service, but you can join my Discord 100% for free. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. Hey Piracy, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, we're definitely going to check the yen pairs as soon as this news comes out. I'm waiting a minute and a half until this news comes out. It comes out in, about a minute. Once the news comes out, we're going to see what happens, and then we'll probably go start looking at yen pairs. We'll go look at oil, natural gas. When I get a couple requests, let me see if there's actually any more requests now that I think about it. Doesn't look like anybody else requested anything. Somebody wants the euro yen. I think that was you, wasn't it? Yeah, the euro yen, that was you. Okay, so nope, yeah, we got the euro yen. We're gonna go look at all yen pairs pretty much, and once the news settles down, and once we know that we can get away from the euro, the dollar, I mean. So we got about 40 seconds until the news comes out. So let's see what happens. If you're already in a trade, definitely don't let the trade go against you much. If you're in the wrong direction, you're better off to get out and try again later. So, yeah, things are kind of pumping a little. Oh, hey, good job, Andrew. That's good, buddy. I love to hear when people are making some good money in the profit, some good money in the market, because trading is not really that easy. So when people make money, it's exciting. So here we go. Euro up? Yes, no, maybe so? Come on, don't be a dud. We don't want to see a dud today. We want to see some movement. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. I'll do like Philip did that day and put a hammer on there. Get it going. I don't know where the hammer is. It's someplace in there. Yeah, it's not moving much yet, though. Honestly, we kind of need to see more movement than that. Come on, you can do it. Let's see what I'm on. It's not going to be another slow event, is it? Oh, it's definitely negative for the dollar, so we have two negative news events today for the dollar. That definitely doesn't necessarily mean the dollar's going down, though. I mean, them news events are those numbers are very, very deceiving. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Make a big old giant move. Doesn't look like it's going to, does it? Pound's trying to go up a little. Aussie's going up a little. Kiwi, yeah, they're trying. U.S. dollar Canadian, that's the one I'm still in. I'm in the pound, and I'm still long the pound, and I'm still short the Canadian. I was going to go long the euro today, but the euro's been so weak I didn't think it would be a good choice, but I think it probably is going to be a good choice, honestly. We don't really have any news that should affect the euro Aussie too much today. We can look at that for you too, it's no problem. Let me put that on the list. I don't really have many requests, so euro Aussie, we'll look at that for you to do. Yeah, hey Quizzy, you're long the euro, yeah. Oh, US dollar Swiss is going down. This is the one that I think I should have got in, honestly. Ooh, US dollar yen going down, but I don't think that's going to keep going. Gold's going up a little. Oh yeah, look at the euro. It's picking up some steam. I think things are going to go exactly as planned. At least I hope so. Because this week has been a little tough. Like I said, the market broke structure and turned on Wednesday, and then by Thursday it broke structure again, and now today is Friday and it broke structure again. So we were looking for longs, and then we had to look for shorts, and then we had to look for longs, and now we're back to looking for shorts. Oh, hey Quizzy. Oh yeah, I bet it did too, didn't it? Probably a nice ABC. Yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3 ways down, impulsive up, break of structure. Entry was right there at the end of that candle right there. Let's hope it holds. It definitely looks like it should. I think it's kind of safe for us to go look at the yen pairs now and go check out some other things. I'd like to give it a few minutes to see what happens, but it seems like it seems a little underwhelming, doesn't it? Definitely a little underwhelming. It's probably just randomly later on going to take off like a rocket. Yeah, I think the GU is going up too. I think this is the end of a correction. I think it broke structure. I mean, maybe it'll make a more proper ABC correction and then stop. I wouldn't be surprised if it did do that. I mean, go down one more time, stop people out, and then take off this afternoon to the upside. I've definitely seen that before, but it definitely seems to me like it's up. Euro looks like it's doing good. Pound, I'm long the pound already. Aussie, I don't think I would choose to go long on the Aussie or the Kiwi. I'm short the US dollar Canadian, even though that doesn't seem like it's doing too good. US dollar Swiss would have been a really good choice. The US dollar yen, I think we need to be long because of the yen. And gold, I think we should still be long personally too. I don't know, I probably wouldn't want to enter now, but if I was in from down here or something, I would definitely be holding that trade. Maybe it will kind of drift down a little bit, but it seems like it's going to go up over in the long run. Yeah, pretty underwhelming. I think we kind of got to give it a little bit of time and come back and see what happens. Like I said, I'm definitely in some dollar trades right now, so very little movement. Hey Erica, how's it going? Yeah, the EU is not a bad choice, I don't think. It was just a little weak this week, but that doesn't mean that it won't go up like crazy. Yeah, I can go look at the Euro Canadian for you, buddy, no problem. The Euro Canadian. We got the Euro Aussie, the Euro Canadian, and the Aussie Canadian to look at after we go look at the yen pairs. So let's give it a few minutes. Let's go look at these yen pairs. See what happens. We'll come back in about 10 minutes or so and see what's going on. I think all the yen pairs are ending a correction. It really seems like this is an A right here. It seems like this is an ABC, a B, and it seems like this is a C. So I think that the correction is over. I longed the GU hours ago, way down at the bottom. I don't know. I mean, if you don't mind putting a big stop loss in, you could definitely go long now. Probably. Going down to the 4-hour time frame, I think this is going up. I think we had the end of a wave C. It definitely went right down to these fib levels, made a big impulsive turn up. I think over the coming week or so, the next week on the trading day or so, it's going to continue to make higher highs, higher lows. Definitely good long right there, I think. And like I said, this morning before the London session, before this trade even happened, when the market was like right here, this morning during the members forecast, I said that if this makes a pullback and then it makes a higher low, that this would be an excellent trade to go long. So if anybody is one of my Patreon members, you're probably in a really, really profitable trade right now. So every single morning before the London session and before 9 a.m. UK time, I put out my members forecast for all the yen pairs and all the dollar pairs. I tell everybody what time frame I'm trading, what direction I'm trading in, and what entries I'm looking for. So if anybody is interested in joining that, and it also comes with a trading course, and I also do 2 Zoom meetings a week where I teach people how to trade. So if anybody's interested in that, definitely check it out. The link is in the chats and in the description. So yeah, I definitely, man, hopefully some of you are along. Like I said, I called this trade out perfectly this morning in the members forecast. Impulsive up, higher low, and bam. I know some of the members are in. Yen pairs are really good for trading. They really are really good. Sometimes they're better than the dollar, I think. 1, 2, we're in a wave 3. It's probably just going to continue to make higher highs, higher lows. I definitely would be looking for longs at the end of pullbacks. Oh yeah, look at the Canadian yen. That's looking really good too. Looks like a 1, looks like a 2, looks like it's in a 3. Any pullbacks to the downside are nothing to fear. They're just opportunities to build a position. That's what I always try to teach my members. Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised, Yana, but it looks like the end of a correction. We'll see. Maybe the dollar won't go down. We'll see. I don't know. 1, 2, 3. It looks like it's going up. You are right, though, about that, Yana. If the dollar goes down, that's a risk on for the yen, which means that the yen would go up and that these pairs maybe would go down. So you're 100% right about that, Yana. Risk on means that the yen would go up. So we'll see how that turns out. That's actually a really good point. So anyways, let's see. Yeah, yen pairs are pretty much all in the exact same story. I mean, I think they're going up. If they make some sort of a double top and impulsive down with a break of structure, I would start going short. But until that happens, I would definitely be going long on these sort of time frames for sure. Yeah, I know. The market's in no hurry. It's kind of disappointing. I was hoping to see a decent move today. Oh, the dollar is going down, but not very strong. Not very strong, is it? I want to see that Canadian go down, but that's not going down either. Gold is going up too, so everything's going as planned. It's just not in a hurry, like Yana said. The market is in no hurry today. What's oil up to? I still think oil is going to go up and make a new high. Well, not a new high, but take out that high. Maybe it's going to pull back a few times first, but I definitely think it's going to go up and take out that high. 4-hour time frame, yeah. Looks like an ABC. It looks like it could keep going up now. Yeah, that really looks like an ABC right there with the spike reversal. That looks like an A. This looks like a very overlapping pattern for like a wave B. It looks like this move down right here is a wave C. It looks like it's possibly going to go up. Yeah, we could most likely have time to look at the euro pound also. GBP. Looks like I need to look at euro pairs in general because 4 of the pairs that are requested are all euro pairs. So natural gas, I've been expecting this one to go up too. I think that this is going to go up also and take out that high. 4-hour time frame. Oh wow, that looks like the end of a correction. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. Break of structure. That looks like the end of a correction right there for sure. I don't know where Dice Grail is, but she's better be long on that one. I'm sure she is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, 61.8. Break of structure. That looks like a long for sure. Like, definitely looks like a long. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, let's go start looking at some of these pairs since I got so many of them to look at. And then we'll circle back to the dollar, or maybe we'll check the dollar on the way through. Yeah, the dollar's going down. Everything's going as planned. Not really too much to worry about there. The euro dollar's looking real nice. The pound dollar's starting to look nice. They're all starting to look nice. I think everything's going as planned. The dollar Swiss, I'm kind of disappointed in myself for not going short on this one because this is the one that I've been stalking. I chose to go short on the dollar Canadian because of how clear it was, but how clear that it was a correction on the higher time frames. But this one is definitely not moving like the other ones. So anyways, let's go look at a couple Canadian pairs first, and then we'll go start looking at those euro pairs. So I have the Aussie, the Aussie Canadian. Oh, the Aussie Canadian is going down still. Throw a fib on there. I was gonna say we must be at the 78%. That definitely looks like it could be a correction still. 1, 2, 3. It's just pulling back. That definitely could end up going up for sure. Since it hasn't broken any lows, I would definitely still be trying to get long on the sort of time frames. Oh yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3. That right there is an irregular ABC correction. ABC. Oh, maybe not. Ooh, maybe that's an ABC. That could be a WXY, but either way, it looks like a three-way pattern. It might end up doing something like this, making three waves down before it goes up for the wave Y. It's definitely trying to go up though. If I would be looking for longs. I mean, we got a break of structure. It's definitely going up. I would be trying to go long on this, definitely. I'd be a little bit cautious because it definitely could go down again to make an ABC of Y and then go up, but it also very easily could just keep on doing that. So we got to be a little cautious, but I think it looks pretty good. The Euro Canadian. Oh yeah, that one's going up pretty nice too. Oh, I don't know about that one though. Yeah, I don't know. That could keep going down. Unless this over here is the ABC. I mean, that definitely could be the ABC right there. But this is hard to picture as a trend. That looks like a B. I think this might keep going down, honestly. I wonder if that means the Aussie Canadian might go down some more too. It definitely could. That's probably more a euro thing, but we'll see. It's going up pretty strong right now though, so it definitely could just keep on going. It kind of looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way pattern, like a wave A. 3 waves up, wave B. Looks like a little downtrend for the wave C. Break of structure, it looks like it's going up. The higher time frames kind of make me think that it's going down, but yeah, the pound and the Canadian and the Euro Canadian should be fairly correlated. Oh, this one made a higher low. Higher low, higher low, strong turn up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave A. A, B, C, wave B, downtrend for the C. Just a higher low, which is actually a good sign for a strong upcoming trend. So I would definitely be looking for longs on the pound Canadian and the Euro Canadian, honestly. Definitely. Break of structure, I'd be looking for pullback entries. Definitely. Oh, awesome job, Andrew. That's good. Thanks. That's really good. I like to hear it. This one's the same, but this is even better, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Impulsive up, break of structure. That one looks even better. I mean, I think it may be due for a pullback at some point, but I think it's going to go up, making higher highs, higher lows. It really seems like it's going to. Definitely seems like it's going to, so we'll see what happens. Looks like the dollar pairs are doing okay. I mean, besides the Canadian dollar, I guess. Or the dollar Canadian. Oh yeah, the EU's gaining some strength. It's definitely a little bit of a European move right now. A Euro move. Euro Aussie. I still think the Euro Aussie is going to continue to go up for the coming months and probably do something like that. They move slowly but surely, definitely. Yeah, you just need to give it time. The thing with trading is, unless you're like a very high frequency trader, like a big time scalper, trading is actually kind of boring. My old mentor used to say that some of the best traders in the world, probably if you watch them trade, you would probably be bored out of your mind because they're just doing the exact same thing day in and day out. Exactly the same entries, exactly the same setups, exactly the same risk on per trade, day in and day out. And those are the people that make a lot of money in the market, the people that just do the exact same thing day in and day out. Wave A, 3 waves up. Wave B, downtrend wave C. That's the end of a crescent. Impulsive up. And then wave A, 3 waves up. Wave B, impulsive down. Wave C. That definitely looks like the end of a crescent. That's going to break structure and probably, this is probably only a 1 and a 2, so it's probably going to go up a lot, honestly. What's that, Yana? If the yen doesn't make move, yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to look at that dollar yen because we got a lot of. That's a good point. We'll look at the dollar yen again in a few minutes because what Yana is saying is definitely a good point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. Nice little downtrend over here. A, B, C in the middle. This is a very clear pattern. Impulsive up, break of structure. That's very clear that it's going up. Oh, it looks like my dollar Canadian pair is finally kicking in a little. That's good news. 1 hour time frame. I mean, it definitely has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shape. So I wouldn't be surprised if it makes a pullback at some point, but like I always say, a pullback really should be nothing to fear. A pullback should actually be an opportunity for us to build a position and turn a good trade into a phenomenal trade. So I'm definitely still looking for longs at the end of pullbacks for sure. 100%. So Euro Aussie, what's the Euro Kiwi look like? Those are very, very correlated. Oh yeah, the Euro Kiwi is different, but it's definitely the same type of thing. Look at that. A, B, C down. End of a crescent. Headed up. It's pretty much the same thing, just a little bit of a different shape. The Euro and the Kiwi, the Aussie and the Kiwi are extremely correlated. It's just usually one of them's a little stronger than the other. Alright, it's going pretty good. That's good. I need a good trade today. I want to buy the new Galaxy Fold 5. So I need some good trades today. Help pay for that. I don't even really. I'm not going to pull money out of my trading account to buy a Galaxy Fold 5, that's for sure. So the Euro Pound is next. Let's look at the Euro Pound. So, wow. Yeah, we already looked at the dollar pairs, but we're definitely going to circle back to them. We're going to finish looking at these requests, and then I want to go look at Bitcoin because I didn't look at that yet. And we're going to go look at all the dollar pairs again. And I want to look at the dollar yen again because Yana made a good point about that too. So we definitely want to check that out again. On the much longer time frames, I think this is 3 waves up for a W. I think this is 3 waves down for an X. I think this is going to make a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of A. 3 waves down for a B, and then eventually go up for a C, and this is going to be an ABC of Y, and it's probably going to go up and take out these highs. That's what I think the higher time frames are doing, at least. Shorter time frames, we got impulsive up, break of structure, so that tells me this move down is very, very likely to be a crescent, and it's very likely to make a higher high and just keep on trending up. So going down to the 4 hour time frame, oh man. I wonder if that's a motive wave crescent. It's definitely a trend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's definitely a trend. 78% Fibonacci level. Break of structure. I would definitely go long, even though I suspected it could possibly make a crescent to this move down. This looks like it should be an A. This looks like it should be a B, and it looks like it should go down again for a C before it goes up. But like I always say, sometimes what we think is going to be a wave B actually turns out to be a motive wave correction and the continuation of the uptrend. So if it breaks structure, I would definitely start looking for longs for sure, and then I would just observe it to see if it made an A, B, C, or B, like that, which is a completely different shape than this, which is what it would look like if it continued the uptrend. So all we gotta do is just go with the flow and just find out what shapes it makes as it goes. We definitely got a higher low. We need to see this structure broken right here. Until it breaks that structure, the trend is definitely down, and technically we should be looking for shorts in a downtrend. But if it breaks this structure right here, then I would say the trend is up, and I would definitely start looking for longs at that point for sure. So there's all the requests. Let me go look at the my Patreon and Discord to see if anybody requested anything else. The yellow cat, I got that. Yeah, I think we got all those requests, so probably time to circle back and start looking at some other things. We gotta look at Bitcoin. I didn't look at Bitcoin yet. I think that's the last thing we gotta look at, and then we're gonna go back and look at all the dollar pairs again. Oh, Bitcoin's making a move up today too. Oh, we're right at the 38% Fibonacci level. Let me zoom out a little bit so everybody can see what I think is actually happening on Bitcoin. I think this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of A. I think this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of A, but this is an A of B. This is a correction like a B of B, and I think this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of C. I think we're going up to the 42,000 or maybe even the 48,000 to finish off an ABC of B. And then I think we're going to go down to probably someplace between the $12,000 and $8,000 to finish the wave C before we end up continuing the uptrend potentially. So going to the shorter time frames, that means I think this move up right here is a 1. I think the trend probably ends right there because this looks like 3 waves up to me. This looks like a wave A. This looks like a wave B. It is a higher high than that, but I think that's an irregular wave B. This looks like a downtrend for a wave C. We made a double bounce at the 38%. If this goes up and breaks structure, I would say that that is almost definitely the end of a wave C, and that it probably is going to go up. This is probably a 1. Let me clear this out a little bit. This right here is probably a 1. This is probably an ABC of 2. And when we get the end of this wave 2, it's probably going to go up and make a big old wave 3. Like I said, I think Bitcoin's going up to either the $42,000 or possibly the $48,000 to finish off this big move to the upside. So I think we have a lot of upside potential on Bitcoin. So going down to the shorter time frames, look at this little double bottom. It looks like a 3, 4, 5 to me. Even the wave 5 has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shape. It is a higher low, but you get higher lows quite often in wave C's. It's definitely respecting the 38%. Impulsive up, break of structure is what I need to see to confirm that it really is a wave C and that the wave C really is over. If I see this picture right here, and then I see it start to go down, then at the end of that pullback is exactly where I'd be trying to get long for the continuation of the uptrend. No problem, Kang Chu, no problem. I appreciate it. You come to a lot of my live streams, so I definitely appreciate the support. And I don't mind looking at pairs for people. I definitely try to get to my Patreon members first. But beyond that, I don't mind looking at some pairs for people. Not at all. So what's up with the dollar? Did it keep going down? Oh yeah, nice, nice, nice. Let me see what I got on my trades. I got my second screen. The US dollar Canadian is still not really doing too great. I got a little teeny bit of profit, but not much. My pound dollar trade's doing good though. I think this is the end of a wave C right here. We already got a break of structure. I think this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going down. Probably going to go down, take out this low, make a correction. Probably going to be a 1, probably a 2. At the end of the wave 2, I'll go short again and then down for wave 3. So I think the dollar's going down. I think we ended a correction. I mean, today is Friday, so I might... Ooh, the DXY, the euro dollar's doing good, isn't it? Oh yeah, look at that. The one day I decide not to get in the euro dollar. The pound dollar I think is doing good too, but the euro dollar is actually doing better. Yeah, the euro dollar is doing a lot better. That's alright though. Pound dollar is still pretty good though. So, very clear that this is a downtrend right here for the A. This is a break of structure, so I think this is an ABC of B. Yeah, I know, King Chow. I see that. Thank you for the support on Patreon too. I really do appreciate that support, and I hope that you're really improving on your trading because it makes a huge difference. When I hear that my Patreon members are doing really good on their trading, which a lot of them definitely are. So hopefully you're doing pretty good, and definitely contact me if you ever have any questions. No problem. I try to make sure that my Patreon members are successful in their trading. So if anybody else is interested in becoming a Patreon member, I have about almost 100. I think I'm a little shy of 100, like 96 Patreon members right now. So if anybody is interested in joining, definitely click on that link. I get you access to the members forecast. It gets you access to the video, the live stream that I do every single morning for about 20 to 30 minutes before the London session starts, and it gets you access to the trading course. It's 38.5 videos, 7.5 hours of content. It took me about 2.5 months to make that trading course too, so it's a pretty good trading course. So anyways, we got a nice break of starts, nice impulsive up. I definitely would be looking to build a position on this trade, definitely, 100%. Pound dollar is not quite as good as the euro dollar, but it's the same thing. End of a wave C, right at the 61% Fibonacci level. Everything's looking really good. I think this is going to keep going up, making higher highs, higher lows. I'm going to start building a position on some of these trades. If I can, if it keeps going, that's what I plan this. Like I said, I don't think the Aussie dollar would be the one that I chose to go long on because of how weak the Aussie has been. You can just see instantly how strong it is to the downside and how weak it is to the upside. But if the dollar ends a correction, then this should end the correction also. It should go up just like the other ones, but like I said, I don't think I would go long on either the Kiwi or the Aussie dollar. If I see a short, then I would definitely go short on them, but I don't think I would go long. It is starting to break structure though, so it probably is going to make its way up also. It's probably going to do the same thing as the other ones. Just for me, I don't think it would be my top choice. This is the one I went short in, which honestly isn't doing very good either. It looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It definitely bounced off a fib level. My stop loss is way up here, so I'm just going to let it go. I'll probably hold this throughout the weekend most likely and just let it go. See what happens. I think everything will work out. US dollar Swiss, like I said, I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt for not getting in this one because this is the one that I've been stalking. I was not on this most recent move, but I've been short on the Euro Swiss a lot over the last couple weeks and months. You know, I went short here, I went short there, I went short a bunch of times back here. I've been trading the heck out of this pair, and I didn't get the most recent short, but that's okay. I am long some other pairs, so not too big of a deal. But it definitely looks like a nice trade. Turned right at the 38%. A, B, C down, impulsive up. It looks like it's going down. It should go down and take out these lows and probably go a lot further than that. Yeah, look at the break of structure. We got a nice break of structure, nice impulsive down. I'd be looking for pullback entries right now. If I see a pullback, I wouldn't go long, but instead, I would be waiting for the pullback to complete to go short for the continuation of the downtrend. For sure. So the US dollar yen is the one Yana was asking about. This one's kind of tough, honestly, because the dollar is weak and the yen is strong. Oh no, the yen's going down too. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, the yen is going down. No, I mean, the yen is weak and the dollar is weak. Look at this on the yen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C down. B, uptrend. C. That is extremely clear right there. Put our Fibonacci on there. Oh, look at the Fibonacci bounce. 1, 2, 3 waves up right to a Fibonacci level, impulsive down. That's going down for sure. I don't think that pretty much made me come to my conclusion saying that yen basket. I think the dollar yen's going up. I think this is an A, possibly an A of A. I think this is an A, B, C, or B. I think this move down is already a complete C, and I think that this is probably going to go up. It might not go up as strong as some of the other yen pairs, but I think it's probably going to go up also and take out this high. I actually think this is a 1 of 5, a 2 of 5, and we're going into a wave 3 of 5 on like the weekly and monthly time frame. So if this is a wave 3 of 5, it should be a pretty strong move to the upside. It's probably going to struggle a little bit, especially if the dollar really does go down like I expected it could. So we'll see. You do have a good point about that risk on, risk off, though. I mean, if the dollar goes down, then you would think the yen would go up, but they're both going down right now, so I guess we can't always rely on that. Yeah, the Swiss has been really strong, which is why I've been trading the living heck out of that dollar Swiss. This has been one of my best pairs over the last month or so. You know, most profitable pairs, but that and the euro dollar, which I usually trade the euro dollar a lot. So I like the US dollar Swiss and the euro dollar. I think the euro dollar and the dollar Swiss are my two favorite pair. And then the pound dollar is probably my third favorite. Gold. Gold is kind of struggling to go up. But I think it's the end of a correction. Looks like an ABC down. Looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. Looks like an ABC down. Looks like it's going to go up and make a wave 3. I still think it's going to go up. I just think there's so much selling pressure on gold because we're so close to all-time highs that there's so much selling pressure. People are trying to buy highs. You know, people want to buy all-time highs. I mean, people want to sell all-time highs, which is why it's really been struggling to go up. But I think it's going to continue going up. Put my fib on here. Clean up my chart a little bit. So, let's see. Definitely looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which Yana, I don't know if you're still here, but you called this one perfectly. So I hope you're in this trade because you called this perfectly the other day. Wave A. This is probably a wave B, and this is probably a wave C. It definitely turned right in between two fib levels, which is not too ideal, but it looks like the end of a wave C. I think it may go into a correction this afternoon, maybe go down a little bit, but it definitely seems like it's going up. So 1 hour time frame, I don't know. Gold, like I said, there's so much selling pressure. Kind of looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It kind of looks like it might correct, but if the dollar keeps drifting up, this could keep drifting up also. So I'm definitely looking for longs on gold for sure. Silver. Wow, silver looks like it wants to go down. We definitely got to keep an eye on these dollar pairs today. They're definitely not moving very much. I don't think we have any more news this week, even low-level news. Let's see if we got any low-level news the rest of the week. When the news is over, no more news for this week. So there's no more news. So now we just got to rely on buys and sells. The orders that flow in and out of the market is the only thing that's going to move the market now. So I don't really see any reason to get out of any trades. I'm definitely going to hold my trades. Even the dollar Canadian I'm going to hold. You know, hold until it hits my stop loss most likely. Yen pairs are another ones. Like, these are beautiful trades. Once again, the yen pairs are way better trades than the dollar. Look at some of these trades. The euro yen, awesome trade. Pound yen, sweet trade. Aussie yen even, Kiwi yen. Canadian yen's pretty nice. Swiss yen's nice. Dollar yen is struggling because of the dollar, but they're pretty nice, honestly. So I definitely don't see any reason to get out of these trades. I'm definitely going to hold until I see a reason not to hold. On the dollar, a reason for me not to hold is taking out this high, which I don't see it happening. It definitely could happen, but I think even if this move down isn't the continuation of a downtrend, it's going to make at least an ABC before it goes up. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think it's probably more likely to do something like this, but worst case scenario, this makes an ABC, and then I'll recognize that, and I'll get out of my trade and go long again. So not really too much to worry about there. It is Friday, and we definitely have, I mean, it's only 10:30 in the U.S. New York session. So definitely quite a bit of time left in the New York session, so no reason to really worry about anything. We definitely have probably some more trades coming. No news, but that's okay. So definitely, if you have not done so already, join my Discord channel. It's 100% free to join. If you have not done so already, definitely check out my Patreon membership. You get a lot for the membership, which is all explained in the link. And as always, definitely like and subscribe to my channel because it really helps push my videos and my live streams out to new members. And so that really makes a big difference. So definitely like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see everybody on Monday. But hold on 1 minute. I almost forgot. There's one more thing I want to tell everybody. Now on Monday, I am completing my giveaway. We got 3 days left. So if you have not joined my free Discord channel yet and entered my giveaway, there's 82 people that have entered so far. Out of 3,800 members, only 82 people have actually entered the giveaway. In order to enter the giveaway, you had to join my Discord channel. You had to go to this welcome tab, and then underneath the welcome tab, go to the giveaway tab. And then once you're in the giveaway tab, click on this little thing right here, this little emoji. Click on that right there. Once you click on that, you're entered for a chance to win my 1 month membership. You have 3 days left because Monday live stream is when I'm going to announce the giveaway. So it's a 1 month free 1 month membership to my Patreon membership, which my Patreon membership includes the trading course, 35 videos, 7.5 hours of content. It includes my members forecast, which these are all the pairs that I do. Every single day I analyze all the dollar pairs right here. I analyze all the dollar pairs, all the yen pairs, and gold. And then I also do a morning video, which is actually a live stream, like a 20 to 30 minute live stream every single morning before the before the London session at 9 a.m. UK time. I do a 20 to 30 minute live stream where I tell everybody what direction I'm looking to trade on these pairs, what time frame I'm looking to trade, and what an entry will look like if it happens. So if anybody is interested in joining my giveaway, or they just want to join my membership, which if you join my membership and you win the giveaway, then you'll get a refund anyways. Or if you're already my Patreon member and you win the giveaway, then you'll get a refund. You'll get a 1 month free. So either way, definitely join my Patreon service and enter the giveaway. It ends next Monday on Monday's live stream, so that should be pretty good, pretty exciting. So as usual, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day, and definitely try to enjoy your weekend, and happy trading as always.